to me, having a house is just everyday thing. I don't think anything about it, but I mean, down here, when we finished building the house for him, he was crying and said, "You made my dream come true."
People have no choice in how the situation they're in. It's just they can't help it. So it kind of gives you this feeling that you need to really help.
Really much more than I thought it would be.
It really opens your eyes when you see that some people have that much less than you, and you kind of took that stuff for granted.
It kind of hit me that it's someone's dream is just simply owning a small little house. That it really kind of brought into reality for me that I have it really good. My name is Maxwell DeWitt.
I'm Gabe Burns.
Daniel Bertusit.
Cindy Bertusit.
Andrew Gasca.
My name is Gustavo Gasca.
I wanted to come to Guatemala to see what it's like here and to help the people that are here.
I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to see how people live down here in Guatemala and to try to make a difference to impact their lives.
My son Daniel wanted to go on this mission trip, and he asked me if I would like to come, and I said sure, why not. For him, one, just to want to go and to have me come along, it says a lot about him wanting to make an impact, not with himself but with his family.
I wanted to go to Guatemala because obviously living in the United States, Tennessee, I'm quite privileged, and I wanted to see just how far that went, and I wanted to see like how people in Guatemala lived and how well I had it, and so I kind of got a reality check.
I was kind of expecting it to be like a little bit like the United States, but now thinking about it, their situation is a lot different.
My expectations for how they lived down here was kind of similar to how the homeless in America was, and I was honestly pretty shocked by how much worse it was.
Going to the dump and learning that people actually dig in that dump to find their dinner and is just startling.
Every day we would drive to Pueblo Modelo. It is a homeless village about an hour away from where we were staying.
The project was to build a house for a man named Hector. So we had to mix concrete and build a house as well as paint back at the playground for Hearts in Motion.
It's like the arts and crafts. You just laying the cement down, mixing it, putting it in between the blocks.
Some of the group would use stucco to have plaster material to finish off the walls.
And then we also, at the daycare, we helped build a wall and paint their new section of the daycare, and began digging an area for a roofed area of a playground.
I saw God in Hector, the guy we're building the house for. Obviously he was homeless, or like lived in a very rundown shack with his family and his grandparents.
But he's very positive despite the way they live.
I don't think I ever saw him in a bad mood.
Hector has a lot of bravery, strength, and courage.
Helping us figure out what we're doing, joking around with us.
Helping the kids that don't even speak his language.
I don't think I ever saw that man sit down. No.
And throughout all this, he was constantly smiling.
He was so positive, said don't worry about it, there's a solution for everything.
Like, he really loves his family.
That's how I saw God, was the hardworking person that he was.
When we got done, or at the beginning of the day, he would just say, "God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for your help."
Just the authentic joy of a house that is the size of probably one of my children's bedroom is just showing the gratefulness that they have for so little that they have compared to us.
And I really saw God in him throughout the week.
Just an amazing dude.
I think every teenage kid should experience coming out, coming to a third world country, helping the people that are in need. And if you come with your kid, it's even more rewarding, I would say.
It's a memory and a story we will always be able to share, not only with ourselves, but with others. And
she asked, and I said, Andrew's working really hard. So it's been a touching and just beautiful experience to work with him.
seeing him being impacted one night after we had a group session and asked if we could buy a mattress for the family, and knowing that that's how his heart was impacted, just wanting to continue to give after working so hard, is just something I'll really take away for a long time.
Seeing your son, your daughter work and see the joy that they get, no matter how difficult it is and what you feel inside, you feel like you actually did God's work.
Yeah, I definitely feel called to help more.
I would most definitely do something like this again, possibly in the United States.
Get them food that they need, or supplies for like school and things like that.
I guess just seeing like how much like they appreciate the little things and like how I've taken everything for granted. I mean, to me, having a house is just an everyday thing. I don't think anything about it, but I mean, down here, when we finished building the house for him, he was crying and said, "You made my dream come true." It kind of hit me that it's such, I mean, someone's dream is just simply owning a small little house. That it really kind of brought into reality for me that I have it really good.
You will learn a lot. Like, you will change a lot from this trip.
It just makes you see the world in a whole different perspective.
Yeah, you're gonna meet some nice people, even if you don't understand what they're saying. But don't come on this trip if you don't want to change, because you are.